Hey Andrew, how you going? I'm Chris.
Good.
Nice to meet you, mate. Take a seat.
Yeah.
So I'm a caseworker for Uniting Care. I'm helping, obviously, with you today to work through some of the issues that you're dealing with at the moment. I've just had a look at just some brief notes that you've left with reception. Now, before we start, I do need to explain confidentiality to you and the laws pertaining to that. Just so know, anything that you say here is kept strictly confidential at all times, but there are limitations with that. Anything that you report that is of significant harm to yourself or of someone harming you, or anything that is, in relation to that, I do need to report. So there are limits of what you tell me.
Okay.
That I am obliged to report to necessary authorities.
Okay.
So, from what I've read about your current situation, you're not living at home at the moment, or you're staying somewhere else?
I'm not living anywhere at the moment.
Okay, so where have you been staying?
My friend Adrian.
Mhm.
He's been real good of, he's been putting me up. I've been sleeping on his lounge.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Can you tell me why you're not living at home at the moment? Is there a reason for that?
My dad and I just don't get along.
Okay.
So yeah, I just can't stay there anymore.
And it says here that you haven't had contact with your mother in a number of years?
Oh no, she left, ages ago because Dad was real nasty to her and punched her up.
Okay. Has he always been physical?
Oh yeah, I don't think he knows anything else but to, solve problems with his fists.
Okay. When you say solving problems with fists, has he been harming you or, been aggressive with you or?
He hits me, but he only really does it when he's drunk, but he's been drinking a lot lately, so yeah.
And from what I can sense here, is that one of the reasons why you're not staying at home? You've been with your mate Adrian?
Yeah.
You've been living there because you feel you can't?
Well, I can't go back. I can't stay there. I can't do my schoolwork or anything like that, and calls me a piece of shit and tells me I'm worthless. So it's better for me to stay at my friends than stay at home.
Okay. Well, because you have, told me about him being a little bit physical with you, and that it's impeding on your life and you can't live at home, I am obliged to report that to Child Safety Services. Just to let you know about that, because obviously that's not right for your health and well-being.
Yeah.
And you've said at the moment you've been staying at Adrian's. Have you been eating and sleeping and getting to school?
I'm sleeping alright. I'm on the couch, but the couch isn't all that.
It's not a bed, is it?
No. His parents are really good, and if they're eating dinner, they'll offer me a plate of food and that. But I feel bad enough as it is for Crash, and there I don't ask him. So I don't eat breakfast. I don't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the kids at school they'll give me like $2 and I'll buy a packet of chips or something like that.
So you don't have a stable environment and a proper roof over your head, so to speak, and money, obviously to feed yourself and support yourself. So, with me lodging this with Child Safety Services, we'll get the ball rolling, and we can look at, working with other government agencies, because Uniting Care work with a number of government agencies that supports.
Oh, it's good. So you'll be able to find my mum then, yeah?
Well, we can look into that definitely. Obviously, first port of call is to get you into suitable housing.
Yeah.
Obviously, lodge this with Child Safety Services to ensure that we can provide you with the financial aid that you need.
Yeah, I can't do this by myself though.
No, mate, and you don't need to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what we're here. That's my job, to help facilitate getting a roof over your head, getting that.
What does facilitate mean?
Well, facilitating a plan for you, which means getting everything in order, getting everything, working with your goals, working with getting you a roof over your head, that kind of thing, working together with you.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, as long as I get to find my mum and.
Well, that will be.
And,
what I'll do is go through everything with you, and then at the end, I'm going to print up some work, and you can have a read through that and get everything, in your head, so you know where you're at, and so you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then we can, you know, look at what goals are more suitable for you first. But would you agree that getting a house, getting a supportable accommodation?
Yeah, I could, you know, I can stay at my mate's place and stuff. Like, they've got a spare room, but they don't have a lot of money, and so, you know, I can't go back to my dad's to get my bed and stuff. So, you know, the main thing really is financial support where I can get.
Okay, well, Centrelink
stuff.
is an agency that we work with closely, and and we can look at, you know, youth allowance for you because you are 17, you are at school. You said here on your paperwork that you're really wanting to set some goals for study.
Yeah,
How's that going?
I've been really, you know, slacking off at school. Been getting into a bit of shit. Sorry for swearing.
No, you're right, mate.
Yeah, I suppose because, you know.
So when you say you've been
great.
getting into shit, what's been happening there?
Well, I haven't been doing my homework, and I haven't been getting my assignments in, and so, you know, I'm not passing, and I really want to pass. I really want to get Year 12 done, dusted, and try and get, you know, some kind of something going. I don't know whether, I think I, you know, eventually want to try and get a trade behind me, like being a mechanic or.
Okay, well that sounds like
that.
a really good positive goal.
Yeah, but, you know, in order for me to get that, I've got to finish Year 12, and yeah, at the moment it just, you know, it's looking that.
You just need some extra support.
Yeah, well, it's either that or I'm just not going to finish and I'm just going to say fuck it all. So
yeah, I understand, and I can hear from where you're at with everything going on at the moment. You do have a lot going on, but I think it's a good strength of yours that you're still upbeat and positive about what you want to do. You just need that little bit of extra support to, you know, help you, you know, achieve those goals. And we can look at, I can contact the school and the academic support team and see if they can get a tutor to help you, you know, with the extra time.
That would be great.
You know, getting that Year 12, graduating, getting your diploma.
Yeah.
You know, and we can do that. I can definitely get into looking into getting onto your mother. Just need some more details from you in relation to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can definitely look at all of those things that you've discussed, and I can put that into my assessment plan.
Are we going to do all that today? Because, like, I've got my friend, like, I told him this wouldn't take long, and my friend Adrian's coming to get me, and.
Okay, so how far away is he?
Probably about, well, you know, he's probably sitting waiting at the front, but, you know, I suppose I could spend another two minutes with you, I suppose. Well, I could probably go out and tell him that it's going to be longer, I suppose.
Okay, well, I'll do up these pieces of paper. I'd need you to sign a few copies of that, especially for the Child Safety Services, and and also look into the. I'll get you.
Is my dad going to get into a lot of trouble?
Well, no. This is the thing that we're looking to ensure that your safety and well-being, mate. So.
Yeah.
You know,
are we able to, like, you know, try and get help for Dad as well?
Definitely. If he's willing to do that, we can look at working with him also, but that's up to him.
I'm a bit worried, actually, about him getting into trouble. I don't know how he's going to react. So.
Well, you know, I don't know the full situation of where he's at. You know, we know you've said a bit of, you know, he's been drinking and things like that. Maybe we can look at, you know, an intervention for him, working with, you know,
that'd be good. That'd be good.
Looking at, you know, an alcohol rehabilitation for him. You know, but we will obviously remain professional as we can, and you know, we won't bring you into all this as well.
Okay.
So you can rest assured that, you know, it won't affect your life. It's a positive step for you.
Yeah. Before I go out, do you reckon, like, I could get a can of Coke or something?
Sure, mate. There's down the hallway. There's a Coke machine. Do you need a couple of dollars?
Yeah, I haven't got any.
Okay, and I've got some. I think out the front we've got some like the food, not food stamps, but like there's some like vouchers where you can get cheaper food and that. So if you need that,
yeah, that'd be great because I'm starving.
All right. Well, if you want to get check if your mate's there, and I'll print out this paperwork.
Okay.
Are we all good to go, or do you want
Okay, yeah, no, that's great.
Okay, well, I'll just get this paperwork and
Alright,
I'll see you in a minute.
I won't be long. I might bring him in too, eh?
Okay, no worries at all.